In this tutorial, we will be creating a procedural burning effect that will react to any kind of geometry. In the second part of this tutorial, we will apply dynamic modifiers in order to get a more realistic burning effect. In this tutorial, we will be creating an interactive water surface. In this tutorial, we will examine a welding effect of different objects with different materials that can be used for procedural modeling techniques. In this tutorial, we will be covering a procedural trails technique that can be used for imitating wet maps and adding more visual interest to your animations. In this lesson, we will be creating a universal shader deformer that can be used with any kind of render engine in order to manually define the position of texture influence. In this tutorial, we will examine mesh preservation technique that can be applied to any kind of geometry in order to prevent losing the volume of your initial mesh. In this tutorial, we will be creating water mixing effect by using different density and color values. In this tutorial, we will explore a screen space deformation technique that can be used for abstract animations or simple modeling purposes. In this tutorial, we will be covering procedural melting technique that will work with dynamic modifiers. In this tutorial, we will be covering different techniques for creating a parametric cloth that can be used on a variety of tasks. In this tutorial, we will be using MoGraph's selection tag in order to dynamically define which parts of the object will be affected by the simulation. In this tutorial, we will be creating volumetric liquids effect by using fluids simulation. In this tutorial, we will examine redshift volume object that can render non-homogeneous volumetrics such as smoke and fire. In this tutorial, we will be covering a real-time motion blur and long-time exposure techniques. In this tutorial, we will be creating procedural snow effect by utilizing cloner object in combination